got a 12-point Sterrett blade. And man, what a difference it made. 12 teeth per inch. A little more aggressive, but the quality of the blade made such a difference. So that's going to be my bushing. That's all I had to work with there. I know it's awful big, there's a lot of waste, but when you already own it, you gotta use it. Well, acetone. Just for the hell of it. Huh? Slathering it on kind of heavy down here. Okay. What a mess, man. It still isn't done. The insides need to be cleaned. It is a 208, 220 3-phase. And man, was it a mess? Is it still a mess? Yes, it's not paint ready. This needs some repair. These threaded rods that hold this thing are bent. The pulley doesn't line up properly. It was kind of a joke the way some of the stuff was cobbled together. Well, the motor mount anyway. So I have a feeling that's going to change. It's probably going to result in a different belt size. But, yeah. Guess that pulley should get cleaned off also. Yeah, they had this long bolt here, this threaded rod here, putting tension on the motor for the belt tensioning, and these two nuts on the end were just riding on the side of the motor, just sticking out, all bent up. Oh man! So I think I've ruled out putting the milling machine in here on this lead wall. So my original idea was to pull these boxes down, carry this out of here, roll the tool cart out. But here we are operating the lathe, right? And here we are operating the milling machine. Now, I need to figure out where exactly it's going to put me standing in relationship. How big is this aisleway going to be between the milling machine and the mighty Pratt & Whitney? Hey, Doozer. Doozer's been at it, giving me some good advice. I always smile when I see his name come across there. I miss him. Because I haven't done anything. There's spider webs all over my tools, all over my lathe tools. Yeah, this thing can go in the other room. I'll create a little environment inside this table to keep it from rusting. Just put a 100-watt light bulb in there and build a tent around it. So I'm, with all I'm doing, I really don't want to make machine skates. If anybody has a set of machine skates, like 3 skates, I'd love to borrow them. I'll pay postage both directions. They need to handle about 3,000 pounds, I guess. But that's the only way I'm going to move this, is on skates. I mean, I could move it otherwise, but skates make it so much easier. Need to go to the store and get 2 more of these larger Zerk fittings for the drive side of the knee. The old ones in there, I just painted over them to protect the threads. And I'm probably going to put another coat of paint down on the base. Definitely need to put some more paint on the top of the gearbox, the bottom of the That's the top of the gearbox. What the hell is it? Oh, it needs some more paint. This came out really nice. Just to think what you had to do before to move that was insane. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but I did figure out where this index is at. You know, I was thinking it was inside the table and this and that, but this is the dial. The dial bearing for the left side of the machine, and if you see that brass ring there, of course it's going to be like this, but that should be easy enough to line up when the time comes. I kind of got everything kind of reorganized up here because I wanted to get this up on the stand so I wasn't breaking my back doing all this cleaning. But that and I did the motor on a different table. That motor was a chore. And I got some electric clean. I don't know what it does to grease, but I'm going to try flooding that thing with electric clean before I attempt to disassemble it. You know, it's, you know, I think, you know, the stator and everything is probably, the stator and whatever the stator runs in is probably free of grease because the motor did run fine. It's just everything, all the windings on the outside are probably caked in grease. I don't want to saturate it because you just rinse the grease into the, you know, into the working, the business end of the machine motor. So this has got a preliminary clean. It needs, you know, it needs a little, it's not ready for paint anyway. This thing's either going to be really cool looking or really grotesque by the time it's all back together. And yes, I am thinking about this baby. Brian Block had an idea. He suggested just putting the tool in there, start milling, you know, conventional climb, this and that, and it should just fall right out. You might have a point. Okay. There's some damage on these pulleys on the outside edges of them from when this thing was running so out of whack. And I was thinking about, you know, the same way you clean up the edge of something on a lathe with a file, is just turn this on and, you know, holding a file up on the edge of those pulleys and cleaning them up that way. I'm gonna get some more red paint on my handle, and I gotta get some more red paint on my south bend. That just doesn't do it justice. And the serial number is 116. ML 116 113. If anybody wants to look that up somehow. Okay, well, things are progressing. I'm very pleased to have gotten this gearbox in this condition. That was the biggest accomplishment today. Look at this on me already. I just cleaned 3 hours worth of grease off of me from cleaning that damn motor. You know, you don't realize how much you're going to get into. I mean, once you start, you know, it's like painting the thing. You know, you can't paint that and then stick that thing back on there like that. You know, I'm just getting away with leaving the head original. But, you know, I can tell a story and bullshit my way through that. Okay, guys, just a shorty, let you know what happened today on Sunday. Turn this off now, turn my camera green. Alright, guys. And we've broke it down yet again. I'm wondering if I can just straighten out them rods or come up with a different solution. You never know what you're going to get into. It just keeps coming apart. Components keep breaking down to smaller components. This doesn't look very square. Maybe that'll have to be looked at. Let me get a hammer. Where's it at? You can see it looks like this end is out more. We might as well take it apart some more. Oh dear. I guess that comes off next. I think the rest of this stuff is going to the car wash. I got a pressure cleaner here. Saved myself $3. This kind of popped off here when I was beating on that. Is that a magnet? Yes, it is. A very weak one. Yeah, that pipe is bent. So maybe saw off that section of the pipe. Which means that's coming out. It isn't going to matter if it's a little shorter. So yeah, I'll cut that end off. So loosen up those 2 cap head screws and pull that pipe out, cut it to length. Man. Just when I thought it wasn't going to break down anymore. These pocket bearings are staying on, no matter what you say. I may not even clean that up any more than it is. Oh dear. Okay, turn this off. Okay, we got some stuff painted. We got the pipe. We were probably a little premature on the motor, but that's what touch-up is about. We got the mounting plate, the base, the part of the motor mount. Touched up the gearbox, touched up these end caps. I guess that's it. I did get the top of that pipe. Yeah, I need to do some more there. I'm about out of paint. And the condition of the paint I have left isn't that great of a quality. What is that? That's a moth. But yeah, she's painted up and well, there we go. I guess that's it for this painting. It just about wraps up the painting, I think. You know, they're probably going to do, these handles had a black, just on the wear area was painted black. I may leave that just bare steel. Yeah, all this stuff came out, you know, green. Funny how that happens. I am going to move this into the other room. I'm pretty sure a pallet jack. I'm not sure what the spacing is on the forks, but I'm pretty sure I can grab this with a pallet jack. So if I can get this thing lifted up 4 inches, get a pallet jack under it, I can rent the pallet jack at the tool rental agency and get here and turn this thing off. And this table is screwed to the wall for stability. It is heavier than all get out. That black top, it's a two-man lift. I mean, every bit of two-man. So that table will come out. Probably leave the magnets up there. That wood structure has to come down. Probably get another row of LEDs up here on the ceiling out towards the front. I still haven't figured out how much room I'm going to have on the floor. So let's get this out of the way temporarily. Let me move my computer and stuff out of the way, and the chair back. Okay, let's go back here and measure off the wall. There's a good foot back there, and the piston is all the way out. So it's sticking out as far as it needs to. And so I'm 63 inches to 63 inches out to here. Now I can get this a little closer to the wall if I need to. So if I wanted this thing to butt up right against the wall, there's 11 inches, I would say all the way in would give me 10 inches with an inch to spare. So I can subtract 10 inches from this number. .63, so 53 inches. 53 inches is how much space this is going to take. So hold on just a minute here. Okay, I said I need 53 inches. My toe. Okay, that's gonna give me it's gonna give me 3 foot walkway between the machines. So milling machine, turn around lathe. Yeah, we're definitely gonna make that move. So that's it for this portion of the restoration, I guess we're gonna call it. Next up, I'm gonna get it wired up, get the wiring back together. I degreased all the cabling, all the wiring, the boxes. Got those degreased and cleaned so they're not going to pollute the machine. Got all the wires labeled. I removed 3 wires at the motor. I removed the motor switch. I removed 3 wires somewhere else. Coming into the pecker head. The peckerhead used to be that guy that always bugged you, and you know. Okay. Well, guys, we'll see you back next time. We'll be working on the wiring, and maybe we'll film that as it's being done. Nah, it's too damn boring. It'll take me forever to get those wires, just, you know, little fingers in there and a screwdriver and everything connected. And okay, guys. Thanks again for liking and subscribing. Let's go out with the future sight of the milling machine. We'll have to move the drill press into this room, and the mini lathe will go into this room. The mini lathe could almost go here. No, it's got to go in the other room. I'll build a little environment around that machine to keep rust and whatever from occurring. Basically build a little tent around it, and Put a 100-watt light bulb in there. A little environmental control. Okay, and we're going to have to do something with this machine to get that mill in the door. So it can go forward a good 2 feet, and it can go back at least a foot. I can take that stand off and get 2 feet. I may just have to angle. I may get away with just taking this and angling it. This little filler strip has to come off. That's just a 2x4 to make this door fit. You can see the actual door frame is here as it goes around. Okay guys, help grow this channel. You know what to do. I appreciate you.